Hey, thank you very much, Teresa. Now we're going to be talking about how DIY projects impact your sex life. No, not actually, but sometimes wielding tools for DIY projects, it can be a little intimidating, you know, I'll be the first one to admit, but our first guest is going to take the guesswork out of it for you. Welcome, blogger and DIY extraordinaire, the very beautiful and lovely Charlotte Smith. Welcome here to CT Style.
I like that intro, extraordinaire.
I thought it was the DIY sex drive part. It was the extraordinaire that you enjoyed.
The next one.
Okay,
exactly.
all right.
Exactly.
Moving on from sex drive talk, let's talk about some of the coolest projects that you've worked on. We have some photos here. I want you to sort of walk us through these here.
So these are some floating acrylic frames, and the reason I'm showing those is that a drill is one of the tools I'm going to mention. That's just a sheet of plexiglass and some maps, and I think they look so chic and great.
Easy and simple.
So easy and inexpensive.
Cool. And how about,
so this is just the power of paint. That was an old ratty table that I found at a flea market, and with a sander and 20 minutes with a paintbrush, it is a different piece of furniture.
How long did it take you to sand that piece?
If you use a sander like I'm going to show you, maybe 15 minutes.
That's it?
Yeah.
So a total time of what, 45 minutes on that project and it's done?
Sure.
All right, next photo here, we have a rhinoceros.
A little scary on the brown is a little scary, yeah. But I use spray paint whenever I can, so don't be worried about the color of something that you might see at the store, because $3.50 will turn it into something that may not be for everyone, but I like sort of quirky design in our house, so the white I think is a little less intimidating.
Very unique, and then our last photo here of this chair.
that was an ottoman that I found at the flea market, and I think it was, I don't know, $5, and with a little bit of fabric and my staple gun, it looks much better, if you ask me.
That was it. I agree. I mean, it's got a little bit of a different design to it there. I dig it.
Voodoo magic. Voodoo magic. Yeah.
So let's start with some of the tools that you brought today, because I'll be the first to admit I'm not a DIY guy. It's a little intimidating. It's overwhelming because I feel
so many. Totally. So these are some of the things I use the most. Don't be intimidated, don't be scared.
Okay.
So these two are not all that exciting, but I think they're important to have on hand. Just a tape measure. You're going to use this, you know, all the time. And then a drill. Like I said, I use my drill whenever I'm hanging things. You'll be surprised how much, when you have one, you'll go to grab it. So I would start with these two.
Okay.
And then this is the fun stuff. So I will start with spray paint whenever I can. You know, there's no magic to what kind of spray paint.
Okay, I was going to ask, is there a specific kind or just
no,
whatever
I mean,
you find?
You find a brand that you like. You can get some that are shiny. You can get some that are flat. But this, for example, you may be able to see, it was sort of a purple.
Gray.
Yeah, it wasn't really my jam. But $3.50 later, and this, I think, is much more elegant. You could put that anywhere. And the only tip with spray paint is you just want to go easy. A light mist, a lot of different coats. If you're too heavy-handed on it,
it'll drip, right?
Yeah, you don't want to tag it. You want to like.
Can I try it? Because I know that you're pretty much an expert on this kind of stuff with spray paint. So we brought this nice piece of wood in.
No, it's going to be magic.
See, so.
I mean,
if that's not a pro,
I don't know what is.
I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Plus all these extra fumes are just, you know, nice ambiance to the studio.
Yeah, that'll probably help the sex drive there, right?
I'm sure it will, yes. Cheers to that.
Yeah. Staple gun. This will, here.
Yeah, let me try
I'm going to
this.
stand back.
On top of the paint or to the side? Probably to the side of the paint.
To the side. I think I brought, it's going to, there you go.
I did it, okay. There's one.
You did it. So again, magic. This is DIY magic. You're meant for this. So for this, it's just, I'm not great at upholstery. I usually put foam, and then you just wrap the fabric around, and then I'll glue that ribbon on to cover the staples. But believe it or not, with the staple gun, you can do dining room chairs, you could do a headboard, you can do an ottoman. So like I said, I'm no expert, but you can go a long way.
You keep it simple and easy. And then how about the sander? Now this is something that you probably got to be a little careful with the hands and...
how are your fingernails? Yeah, I mean, they're good. So a sander, it'll just save time. I like the ones that have the point at the end, because then you can get into corners. And then the sandpaper, it's just Velcro. So if you want a really rough sandpaper, you would use, you know, you could switch it out.
Yeah.
And anytime you're painting furniture, you want to sand it first. You just want to clean it up, make it smooth, get rid of any chippy paint.
You have a nice surface there. A lot of great tips, Charlotte. Thank you for coming on today. Your website real quick so everybody can check out all your stuff.
www.suburbanity.com.
You got that? Suburbanity.
City, suburb, sanity.
Suburbanity.com?
Yeah, you got it.
Got that. You guys got it at home? Teresa, did you get that over there?
I got it.
Okay, good.